To Slav or not to Slav? That is the age-old question. Well, we're Slaving all the way. My name is MockALove and welcome back to my channel. Strap in, comrades, because today we're going all the way into the Cold War with this 1983 Lada 2103 Жигули.
This generation of Ladas was simply known as Жигули amongst the Soviet people, and the 2103 model would commonly be called Trёшка, which is Russian for three. The model was developed on the platform of the Fiat 124 sedan, which is why it looks like a direct ripoff, but is actually a result of a signed agreement between the Soviet Ministry of Foreign Trade and Fiat. Interestingly enough, shortly after the start of the partnership, Soviet engineers quickly realized that a wide range of changes would have to take place to adapt the 124 to the Russian road conditions. Some of the biggest changes were more advanced engine design, lifted and beefed up suspension that would be able to handle the abuse of village road surfaces, drum brakes in the rear instead of discs in the Fiat for the sake of longevity and most likely cost cutting, thicker steel of the body panels, and a skid plate. Lada's lineup of the 70s and 80s was more confusing than a Mexican telenovela and deserves a whole separate video. So we'll just stick with the first three models. 2101 was born first, and due to its model designation, it would commonly be referred to as Kopeyka, which can be translated as 1 cent of the Russian currency. Since the car was seen as a big luxury in the Soviet North, and not everybody was able to afford one, Kopeyka was your best bet at getting into a Lada at around 6,000 rubles. That was around 46 average monthly paychecks, or around $24,000 in modern cash. 2102 was the estate version of Kopeyka and would run you closer to 7,000 rubles. 2103, though, was the luxury version of the more budget variants of Ladas, which would cost you about 7,500 of your hard-earned rubles and would be equivalent to about 57 average paychecks or close to $30,000 today. The car quickly became a status symbol stereotypically attributed to financially successful people, as well as a Soviet pop icon appearing in many movies and television series. While West Germany had the 3 Series, the Soviet Union had the Troika.
Now, in the interior, everything is dead simple. You get your giant, very thin but huge in radius steering wheel. You get your horn. That is the manliest thing I've ever heard. You get your leatherette seats that are very comfortable. There is no support. It's basically a little bench, a little park bench, but very plush and comfortable. You also get your headlights, your running lights and headlights. You get your basic set of gauges. You get your fuel, your coolant, your oil pressure, dash lights. You also get your little mirror, everything, basic stuff. You get your visors, of course. You get your 4-speed manual transmission and the radio that is currently not working. You get your fan that is blowing surprisingly well. You get an ashtray and you get a cloth and a glove compartment. And that's all you need to be a utilitarian man. You also get this beautiful, exquisite Dodge Ram Longhorn style door panel. Not much electronics here. You get your manual wind-up windows, and you get your... That's it, actually. That's it. You don't get anything else. That's about it. And a cigarette lighter. So one little thing that I did not notice initially is these tiny little lights to the left of your head that actually, I guess they don't work. Oh. Whatever you're hearing right now is the compressor, and if you didn't notice, this one has an airlift suspension, air ride, so it basically makes it one of the coolest Ladas in North America, hands down. And it also makes this atrocious noise. Everything in the interior is super simple and super, I don't want to say cheap because it is an old car, so I don't really have a frame of reference of what cheap really is back in the day. However, it does have its signature Lada imperfections, particularly in the shape of, well, missing door panels and such. And you would probably see it in 93% of Ladas on the road, according to my non-scientific research. In the glove compartment, there's a surprising amount of storage, but also you see the bare metal and a hell of a lot of insulation, exposed insulation, and it's not a pretty sight to see, but at the same time it's also very practical because of just how big it is. You get this mahogany trim that is absolutely real, of course, cut down from the Siberia trees. Oh my god, does this have a what? This thing has an armrest in a Soviet car? That is some capitalist bullshit. You only get 2 vents that are pointed somewhere in the area of the window, and they rotate to direct the air, but at the same time you also have some vents down there as well. And you see some exposed wiring, but that is just, again, just hashtag just Lada things, and some exposed insulation as well, and that's pretty much it. One fun fact about these little windows, they do pop up, so it is locked with this button, and you tilt it up, yeah, just like so, and then this thing basically rotates all the way to direct the channel the air right into your face. The owner says it's better than AC. Now I don't know if that's true, but we'll test that out. And then you just lock it like so. And another fun fact is that the mount that is used for, the material that is used to mount this little holder is glue. So back in the day, the young gopniks, they used to put a lighter to the glue, and the glue would melt, and the mount would fall off, and then they would basically be able to just pop the window out, fish the arm in, and steal the Lada. Where is the handle? I have no idea. There it is. Aha! Lada stolen. Alright, so this is the infamous noisemaker, the compressor that makes all that loud noise, and this is what also allows it to, lower and lift the suspension to the desired level. It's not the prettiest sight in here, but at the same time, there's trim. What? Why is there a belt here? Is that for your children? That's not the gas tank, is it? Oh my god, you get the gas tank in the trunk? Wow. Talk about safety. One thing that makes this car look just a little bit more badass, besides the air ride, are these gold wheels. Originally they were silver, and they're made by an Italian company of an unknown origin.
Looking good.
Thank you. No, film it. I'll put it in the thumbnail. Police. Yes. YouTube money, baby. I love it. One thing that makes this car look just a little bit more badass are these gold wheels. The brand is Melber. It's an Italian brand that used to make wheels for Fiat primarily, but in this case it used to be silver, and the wheel was not polished. The owner got the wheel polished and the spokes painted with BBS inspired gold, hence the red cap as well. These particular wheels never came with the Russian or the Soviet version of the car, but these were an option on the European models of the 2103 or
Lada 1500,
depending on how you want to call the car. Under the hood, we have a real manly 1.3 liter 4-cylinder pushing out around 65 horsepower to the rear wheels, but because the car is as light as a first-gen Miata or so, it's actually not as slow as you would expect it to be, but it is at the same time, because 0 to 100 is around 18 seconds. So go figure. The one thing that I love about this engine bay is just how simple everything is. Simple and accessible. I can see the oil filter right here. I can literally unscrew it from the bottom all from the top, and clearly that was an issue with the Mazda Speed Miata. You can see the manufacturers of different parts. You can see made in Bulgaria, made in the USSR. Everything is so easily accessible and is an absolute breeze to work on, according to pretty much every Lada owner. Coronavirus. It's getting real. All right, driving the 1983 Lada Жигули 2103. All right. So the seat belts don't really go in; they're just kind of fixed it. Made in USSR, Norma. Definitely not the Norma in Canada. Wait, so I can just tighten this. I guess I'm fine. It's okay. If I die, you know, if he dies, he dies.
If he dies, he dies.
We're gonna hear the pump. Yes, there it is. First. Okay, so very, ooh, tight. Very heavy steering.
Manual.
Very manual. Very forgiving clutch. Okay, very easy to drive as far as clutch and transmission. Very forgivable. Very forgivable. The carb is a little off, and that's probably the sounds that you're hearing, or if it gets a little jittery, that's what it's because. This is Vlad. Hello, this is the most Slavic name out there, with the most Slavic car in the world. Tell me about this car. Why a Lada in Canada? Why in Canada, out of all places?
I love my old BMWs, but they weren't as unique. So I thought, you know what? The first car I was in was a Lada when I was born. Everybody knows what a Lada is. It's a lot of fun. So I decided to bring one here from all the way from Moscow.
All right. And yeah, I think with the car you even brought the license plates as well.
Yeah.
From the Moscow region. Authentic license plates from the Moscow region, from this car. Also, one little thing about this car is that the exhaust is basically a racing exhaust, and it backfires like crazy, and it sounds like you're about to die. So it literally sounds like gunshots when you let go of the gas. Let me demonstrate. Give it a little gas and let go. Okay, nothing's when it happens, it happens. You will know when it happens. There it is.
There we go.
Popcorn's ready. Okay, so it's an easy car to drive. It's nothing special as far as the operation of the thing. I don't feel that much in control as far as steering. There's an insane amount of play, naturally. We're going straight. Yeah, and the steering wheel is also very thin. I have no clue why they would make it this thin. It's not that comfortable. It's not that comfortable. I don't know why they wouldn't make it a little a little chunkier than that.
That's because of the manual steering. Makes it a bigger wheel, easier to turn.
Right, and the thinner, I guess, better for the grip.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Okay, that makes sense. And then this dinky little, horn is the cutest thing ever as well. 4-speed, so there is no 5th gear, and I'm kind of tempted. Oh my God, I'm kind of tempted to upshift, but there is no gear there anymore. And this little window definitely helps, especially since I'm boiling in this tracksuit. I think that's basically the running theme of my every video, is that I'm just sweating and I'm just dying of heat. I'm pretty sure I mentioned it in every video.
Once winter hits, it'll be fine.
Oh, it'll be beautiful. Fantastic. Yes, the backfiring. I can't seem to get it to go straight. Like, it'll go right a little bit, and then I'll go a little to the right, to the left, then I'll veer a little bit to the right, and I'll just keep correcting it left and right, and I can't really figure out how to make it to go just straight.
It's just a Lada, light car, and the air suspension.
Yeah, the air suspension too. Oh, the brakes.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
There's no ABS.
Oh my God.
The brakes are good, but there's no ABS.
ABS. That's
no
not
traction
that's
control.
not even an ABS. I'm pressing and nothing's going on. Nothing's happening. That was terrifying. Jesus. Same thing with Lada. I drove a Lada Niva as well, and the brakes were terrifying. Like you had to start braking a lot earlier than any other car. Tell me about this car. What would push a man to do such a decision, to import a car from Russia into Canada and do all these very expensive things to it, to a car that's worth
Nothing.
$1,500,
If that.
$2,000 at best
Well, I mean,
in Ukraine.
this car, as soon as I found it, I fell in love with the green color. That's the factory color of this VIN car, and I just really wanted to, you know, make it stand out, do everything I wanted to it. I've always wanted to put air ride on the car. So many times I planned on an old BMW, but you know, there's already so many like that.
Of course, yeah.
And after, you know, having the car here, I saw I need a little bit of work here and there, and after little did I know, I just replaced
Just
pretty
a
much
little bit.
everything. Just pretty much everything. you know.
Just yeah.
Almost everything. Yeah.
You said you changed everything, or a lot of the things that you had to change.
Suspension, transmission, like engine was actually rebuilt, which is the best part.
Okay.
But everything else around there has been pretty much changed. I got it fully repainted. It was a good quality paint job. Just the execution wasn't good. You can see someone got a paintbrush in the corners and just added
Oh,
some
the
paint.
previous one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I wanted to get a full proper paint job to it, and yeah, still a little bit of work left. Hence,
Of course.
trim pieces in the back missing.
Yeah.
But
That's okay. That's completed.
project car.
It'll always be there. The pops, man. Oh, okay. I need to. This thing wallows. I'm braking, and this thing is all over the lane. Like I'm going 60 kilometers an hour, and I'm terrified for my life.
I've been 120 in this.
Oh God.
This thing screams at that.
If he dies, he dies.
Right.
Man.
Oh, it's
no.
nice when you drive this car. You know, you don't like sometimes when you drive, like, let's say a supercar, people look at you with like envy. But with this car, it's
They
already
pity
green.
you.
No, it's already green, so there's no envy there. But like everybody just actually like gives you thumbs up, laughs, like in a good way. They're like, how the hell did you bring this car here? What is it doing
Yeah.
here? You know, every gas station I stop at, everyone always asks me. People ask to take pictures of it.
It makes people smile for sure.
Yeah, exactly. And that's one of the biggest reasons why I love this car. It just makes everyone happy,
Yeah.
and it's fun to drive. Not
Yeah.
for too long, but it's fun to drive.
Yeah. It's pretty comfortable though. Like there's, especially with it.
And that.
And that, yeah. Yeah. Are we gonna change
You're
lane?
gonna have to go to the right. Yeah.
Oh my God. No mirror. No mirror. Terrified for my life. Have no clue what's going on.
Oh.
Brakes. Oh, even more.
Yeah. All
Okay, so
the
you literally have to pop a turn with your neck, and hopefully it doesn't snap every time, because there is no mirror there. It sounds really good, this exhaust. It's not too loud. It's not crazy. Except for the bangs.
a little crazy.
A little bit crazy, but it's like it doesn't sound that much louder than a regular Lada would, than a stock Lada would. Flooring all the way, and we just got to the speed limit. There it is.
The best part is you feel the pops.
Yeah, you feel them in your butt. These puffs, I cannot get enough. I cannot get used to this. It's so much fun.
And you gotta brake in advance, and you gotta use two hands on the wheel. Essentially, this is a car from the 80s, but the technology is from the 70s.
The 60s.
60s and 70s.
There's a lot of wallow in the suspension with the air ride. It makes it so much more dramatic to drive at, 45 kilometers an hour? Like I'm making a turn and it just feels like the whole boat, this giant barge, is just like rolling around, and then you're trying to like catch the direction and trying to catch it before it gets away from you, and you're literally going 40 kilometers an hour. Oh, that was an experience. Wow, man. Thank you so much.
Not a problem.
That was
Hope you enjoyed it.
an event. This was an event for sure. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Slap the like button, slap a comment in there, and slap the subscribe button. Please slap it like you mean it. Slap it like it stole something from you. Are you serious?
Yep, there's an ice cream truck.
Man, this is an ice cream truck, man, ruining my outro. Anyways, guys, I'll see you in the next one. please don't forget to subscribe. The more you subscribe, the more cars like these I will get, and the more the owners will think I'm a legitimate YouTube channel. So thank you so much, guys. Peace out.